Hi everyone, Sean here, Sean Bailey, Times Change champion at Halton. Today's Time to Talk day, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to share some of the small things that I did as part of my recovery process from mental illness that really helped me along my recovery journey. So it's super important that we look for small things and we bring small things into our routine, like eating good food, taking time out and preparing our food correctly, actually enjoying the preparation of food. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to take you through a really simple dish, something that I love. It's really super healthy, great for brain health. We've got salmon, which is full of omega-3, really great fatty acids that are proven to support brain health. Loads of colourful vegetables. We've got orange carrot, some spring onion, cucumber, tomato and spinach. Again, lots of fibre, lots of really good stuff in there. I've got packet rice in the cupboard, which I get out and takes 2 minutes in the microwave, because who's got time for to start boiling rice. So what I'll do is I'll prepare the food and I'll talk as we're going through that process, talk about my experiences with mental illness. So yeah, so here we go. I'll end up turning my back to the camera in a second, just as I get the salmon going, but hopefully it should be okay. So simple food like this, really, it was a massive help for me. I guess it just gave me something to focus on, but also it was a really simple step to take to start appreciating food. The benefits of food, what it actually does for our health and our well-being, avoiding things like fast food, which can over time incrementally become, well, it can be quite negative for the way we feel and the way we think. So yeah, and this is really tasty, really healthy. So for me, from my experience, when I was, I guess, going through my journey of recovery, food was the last thing I was thinking about when I was sick. Typically I would binge at the weekend, lots of substance abuse, lots of problems, real signs of addiction, anxiety, PTSD, those types of things, and the outcomes from a food perspective would be I would be eating absolute rubbish for 3-4 days. It would make me feel worse and worse and worse, guilt, confidence, all those things would be severely affected, and food in some way, well, food did contribute to that. In terms of recovery, it was super important for me because it gave me some focus. I really started to get some enjoyment from it, and I started to reframe what food actually is. It's our fuel, it's our energy, so if I want to feel good, I need to make sure I'm putting the right stuff in my body to give me the right output. So yeah, it's been a key thing for me, but I love the social side of food, the fact that we can enjoy it with friends, family. I find it really important that myself with my family, that we sit around the dinner table and eat together. I think it's something that over time we've forgot how to do and lost the appreciation for. So yeah, it's a really simple thing that can have significant benefits for our health. So what I'm doing now, I've just got the salmon in the pan, just a quick pan fry. It will then go in the oven for about 10 minutes or so, just to sort of finish off. And while that's happening now, I'll just prepare the vegetables. So nice and sharp. So the last time I did this was professionally filmed, so I apologise for any poor quality sound, and film production is not one of my fortes. But hopefully it's more about the message that we're trying to get across rather than the quality of the production. So just sharpen the knife up. So again, lots of fresh fruit, lots of fresh vegetables. going into a little salad, and this is something that I will eat on a very regular basis. It supports my exercise regime. I'd say it's really quick, which you'll see in a minute. Really healthy, and it's quite versatile as well. Something like this, well, a lot of us are now working from home, so we don't tend to go into offices. As I say, this meal can be made, stored. Just turn that heat down slightly. Split the salmon. Couple of minutes on each side. Yeah, it's a really versatile dish. It can be had lunchtime, tea, dinner time. It can be cooked and boxed up and put in the fridge, taken to work if you are working somewhere different to your house. So yeah, really good stuff. And it tastes really good as well, which is probably the most important thing about food that we tend to forget sometimes. We've got to enjoy what we're actually eating. These. What we'll do is like that, just seal the sides, and then it will literally go in the oven for 10 minutes and it's cooked. Oven's already on, so 200 degrees. I'll just pop the pan in there in a sec. Cutting these tomatoes. Again, lovely colours, bright red, full of fibre, full of the good stuff. So, oven's on, pan in, get that finished there, and then we'll just clear that space in a second. So I'm just going to grate the carrot. I don't know what it is about grating carrot, but I really enjoy it in salads and stuff like that. So again, I think we've been sort of cooking here for less than 6 minutes, and the meal is probably about 80% done. So yeah, it's really quick. And really, say it's super simple. So, carrots in, got a little bit of spinach to go in there as well. Again, really healthy, full of fibre, full of lots of great vitamins and minerals such as magnesium, vitamin A, vitamin K, all do wonderful things in the body. Super simple, super tasty. To be honest, I don't think you can ask for any more from food. It's simple, it tastes nice, it's really quick to make. So a little bit of olive oil to create a little bit of a micro dressing here. Olive oil, salt, pepper, love a bit of black pepper. So this is literally my go-to dressing on anything. So olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic granules, absolutely incredible. You need to get, if you've not got them in your life, get them in your life. They're absolutely fantastic. Really tasty. You just add a bit, it just adds another level to any type of dressing that you're dealing with, and then a little bit of lime juice just gives that bit of zing. So yeah, this for me is a real feel-good food. As I've said countless times, it's super simple, super quick, but it's got amazing health benefits, loads of omega-3s, lots of colour, and from my perspective, as I was recovering, I actually found a new hobby and found different pleasures in food that I didn't really, I guess, get when I was struggling with my mental illness. And I think combined with exercise and really appreciating good sleep, food was sort of the next key pillar within my recovery. created an opportunity for me to live healthier, confident that what you're putting in your body, there's no negativity that you're putting in there, so you're not putting in saturated fats, highly super processed foods that are quite readily available now. And actually taking the time and appreciating cooking, it was, as I say, it created that hobby and something that I'd never had before. So that took me away from the focus of anxiety and those types of things and those types of behaviours. So literally now, rinse this off before I do anything else. So a little bit of just waste there from the vegetables that we chopped, which will just go in the bin. But there we have it, cheats rice. So we've got sweet chilli and lime basmati rice. Takes what, 90 seconds in a microwave. Again, really tasty, portable. We can eat them on the go, as long as there's a microwave there. It just complements the meal with that carbohydrate structure that we need on every good plate. And as I said, who's got time for boiling rice? It's takes so long. These babies just pop them in 90 seconds and we're done. So we'll do that. We'll get the fish out in a sec, and then we've got a fantastic meal for two or one if you want to make 2 portions. The fish is coming along lovely. Just pop this in the bin, just give me 1 second, and I'll just plate up, and then we're done. I'm not normally very good at cleaning up, so considering this is a job well done, my wife will have the other portion. She doesn't know it yet, but she will. So yeah, time to talk day. Super important day in the mental health calendar. Just creates that awareness about how important it is to talk, share your stories, remove that stigma. For me, talking is probably one of the most important thing we can do. A problem halved, problem shared, all that, but also you just don't know what people are going through, you don't know what people are experiencing, and also you don't know what people have experienced that could help you. And just by opening up and having a quick chat with someone, you never know what people can offer you with, whether it's regard to mental health, advice, support, guidance, whatever it is. So it's really important that we do talk. We start to normalise this thing we call mental health. We bring it into the mainstream. We make it acceptable, because there are still challenges out there that we need to overcome regarding talking about mental illness, and it's really key that we do that. We're in the midst of a pandemic with coronavirus, so it's probably even more important now than ever that we start to talk about these things, because there are going to be people that are trapped, isolated, and we need to really support those people. And by talking, by showing people it's okay to get up and talk and get on camera or talk to your friend or whatever it may look like, it is okay to talk about this thing that we call mental illness, stroke, mental health. So yeah, big believer in that. Okay, so just to wrap up, here it is, the magic rice. Just pop that in there, into the plate. Look at that. Who needs Jamie Oliver when you've got Tilda rice? I have no affiliation with Tilda, by the way. It's just, I think it was on offer at the supermarket, but we tend to use this in our house. So yeah, on it goes. Lovely bit of salad there, lots of different colours. So on that goes. A little pocket in the corner. Loads of colours in there, which is brilliant. tastes so good as well. Let's get the salmon out. Need my special oven gloves here. Here we have some beautiful pan-fried salmon. Ready to go. Pick that up. On it goes. Wonderful. And there we have it. A pan-fried salmon, rice, sunshine salad as I call it, or rainbow salad because of the colours. I probably could present it better than that, but it's 20 minutes. Well, we've been filming for 15 minutes or just over. Really healthy meal. Take the time to enjoy it. Take your time to, I guess, appreciate what you're putting in your mouth. Yeah, and get involved. Hopefully that was okay, and you found that quite useful. And you can take something from that. Again, a super healthy meal. It doesn't take a long time to cook. Doesn't take a ton of ingredients. You don't need to be super skilled. Simple things like appreciating food can really help our mental health. So yeah, on today, it's really important to illustrate that. So time to talk. Let's talk about mental illness. Let's talk about removing this. Let's remove this stigma. Let's remove these barriers. Let's remove this perception that it's not okay to talk. It is okay to talk about how we feel, how we think. And I hope you've enjoyed that. So I'm Sean, Time to Change champion at Halton, and that is my lunchtime, stroke tea time.